everyone. It's Claire Dombrowski from the Amesbury Public Library. Yep, remember that building downtown? So I would have loved to come and talk to you in person this year, but of course that is not possible. Doesn't mean that we're not going to have some summer fun, because we're going virtual this summer with our summer program. Our program, Imagine Your Story, is all about fairy tales and folk tales and mythology. So we'll explore many stories from all over the world. It's going to be really different and really fun at the same time, with lots of interactive activities in a place called Storyopolis. So before I continue, let me introduce you to Storyopolis, and then I'll tell you.
Welcome to Storyopolis at the Amesbury Public Library. Through this door, you will find characters and creatures from mythology, folk tales, and folklore from around the world. Some you might find familiar, some might be new. Find Jack and the Beanstalk with his giants, Sleeping Beauty and her castle. We'll find Thor and his famous hammer, Anansi and his tricks, Vikram and Batal and their riddles, and Gollum, the clay man who could not stop. Where will you find these? Well, the Amesbury Public Library Beanstack site. There you will find 3 paths that you must choose. Pick your path and do the badges that are corresponded to them. Once you have found your badge, you can click on it, and it will tell you what the character has challenged you to do. You might have to read a story. You might have to do an activity. Once you have done those, you can check off or fill in the text box depending on your badge. When you've earned a badge, you have been entered into a raffle for things like games, books, and local gift cards. Some of the badges may have many activities, some only one. Some might include reading as well. Of course, you can keep track of your reading right here on the site, and the more you read, the more you donate to Able Heart Studios here in Amesbury. There is, of course, the app as well. You can access Storyopolis and all of the badges from any device. Register and keep track of your reading. Now, drum roll, please. Introducing Augustus the Griffin, guardian of the library, our mascot for the summer. He unfortunately will not be hiding around town this year, but there will be a scavenger hunt of mythological creatures. Instead, Augustus will be guarding the library, keeping it safe, and giving you updates throughout the summer. So keep an eye for that. Imagine Your Story at the library. Register June 22nd and any time after. We hope to see you in Storyopolis this
All right,
summer.
now that you know a little bit about Storyopolis, I want to give you a little bit more information about what's going on over the summer. I hope that you will sign up for Storyopolis. The badges have been super fun for me to research. I've definitely learned some different mythology and folklore from around the world than I did before. So I hope that might spark your interest in those different stories and characters that you might not know as much. I would highly recommend also, if you haven't checked it out, the Rick Riordan Presents books, because they do delve into mythologies from all over the world. And they are fabulous reads and also fabulous audiobooks. So definitely recommend those for you. Now, if you're not able to get to a device or a computer over the summer, we do have a paper version with badges like a game board, so you are able to complete those and get entered into our raffle and everything. So if you need those, let us know. We can get those to you for sure. Also, our annual bookmark contest is going on. So our theme is, of course, Imagine Your Story, which means that you can imagine a character from your imagination, from your life, or you can reimagine a character from a book or a movie that you enjoy as well. Just make sure that they're turned in by August 1st. The forms are on the website, or you can also request them from us as well. Additionally, another all ages, because our bookmark contest is for kids, teens, and adults, is a journaling project this summer. So we thought it would be fun to distribute some journals to anyone in the community who would like one. You can also use a journal at home. So that week when summer reading starts, June 22nd, from 10 to noon, we will have journals available outside the library to pick up. And then each week after that, we will have a writing or drawing prompt for you to create with in any way that you're inspired. It's a great way to sort of think about how we're going through this really unusual time, or just to be creative. And if you want to share that with us, we would love that, but you can also keep it to yourself. We're going to have a spot on our website for us to upload those pictures and stories and creations that everyone are creating, so you can look at that and see how the community is thinking as well. So this will be a fun community event. Definitely look for those writing prompts. They will be on social media. They will be on our website, so you can have your adults keep an eye out for that. And then last but not least, of course, is our scavenger hunt around town. So mythological creatures are going to appear each week. They're going to be little laminated sheets, not actual creatures. So keep an eye out for those. And you might actually learn about a creature or two from different places around the world. And then you can submit that on a Google form to us as well. So lastly, I wanted to talk to you about summer reading itself, like actual reading, because you might want to do some of that over the summer. Now, you may have been already accessing these, but we have access to books all across the state through Overdrive, which is on the computer, or the Libby app. So some of you might be familiar with this. Make sure that you check out all the different networks around the state, as well as the Boston Public Library, because you'll have access to many more titles. There are ebooks and there are audiobooks. I'm a huge fan of audiobooks. So definitely check those out. Great way to get away from the screen, to listen to a story, to hear some wonderful narration, and also maybe learn some vocabulary and just have fun over the summer. In addition to that, I highly recommend podcasts as well. Podcasts are free. Most of you who have a device at home, there's already a player on there. There are some fabulous podcasts that might take you into a mythical world. There are also podcasts that will take you into a historical world or a scientific world. So if you want some recommendations for either audiobooks or podcasts, let me know. We have some on our website, but also you can get in touch with me, email, call, and I can get you some recommendations for those great things to do over the summer, and also tailored to your interests yourself. Also, in the next few weeks, we hope at the library to have started curbside pickup so that you are able to request books and get physical books from the library. So look for that in the next few weeks, and hopefully we can get you some physical books to read as well over this summer. So I hope to see you in Storyopolis this summer, and I hope that you have fun exploring in mythology and fairy tales and folk tales, and I hope that you have an awesome summer.